Hello, everyone. Jeremy here, the Bearded Librarian, LIS 534. This is my good book talk. The first book I would like to discuss with you is book number 3 in the Harry Potter continuity, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban by J.K. Rowling. This book takes place in year 3 of Harry Potter's magical education, and Harry, in this story, really starts to learn a lot about himself and his family. We get to experience Harry's first time hearing his parents' voices. We get to experience Harry learn about his long lost godfather, and we also see Harry having to learn how to fight his inner demons, quite literally, through use of the Patronus charm, which is depicted right on the front of the book. There's so much that takes place in this book. The backstory for the different characters in Harry Potter and Remus Lupin and Sirius Black really start to expand the Harry Potter universe. We start to learn about Harry and what it involves, like what his life really entails. There's so much that's going on, and this story really doesn't feature Lord Voldemort. It doesn't really feature what that plan and that plot is, even though the first two were really focused on Voldemort related plots. This one really focuses on Harry and his life, and we learn so much about him. So if you're looking for a story that really starts to shift from the first two books to a more serious tone where Harry has to make some mature decisions and he has to mature as a young adult, this will be one of the books to read. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban by J.K. Rowling. The next book I would like to discuss is book number 7 in the series, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling. This book would be the culmination of the first 7 books in the series. This book takes place in Harry would be his final year at Hogwarts, where he has officially become of age, and at this time, Voldemort is taking over the magical world. There's so much happening in the book. We learn that Dumbledore is dead, and Severus Snape is now the headmaster of Hogwarts. Harry and Hermione and Ron have decided to drop out of school to pursue Horcruxes, and they're on a journey to try to end Voldemort. There are many lessons that are learned. Harry has a journey within a journey within a journey, just learning more about Dumbledore, dealing with grief and guilt and different things that come with the territory of being what they call him, the chosen one. So we really get to see more about Harry, and we learn how the knowledge that he learns from Dumbledore directly about Lord Voldemort will lead to the eventual end of Voldemort, but we learn how, and we learn the lessons of the Deathly Hallows, what they are, how they're important, how they're tied in, basically how everything is interconnected in this magical world, and the things that Harry is going after and the things that Voldemort are going after are very, very similar. So this is an excellent read if you're looking to see how the story ends. It's the 7th book. It's the final chapter. We get to see everything come to an end, and there are some twists and there are some turns, and we lose some folks that you didn't plan on seeing losing. And so, as you read this book, please brace yourself. There are some very sad moments in there, but there are also some very happy moments at the end and throughout the book. So that's a great book to check out, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling. The last one I would like to talk about is the newest Harry Potter book, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child by John Tiffany and Jack Thorne. This book is different from all of the other books because this one is a screenplay. The play premiered in London, and the screenplay came out last year, and this book is amazing. There are so many things happening in this book that make it well worth reading, despite it being a screenplay. Honestly, as I read through this book, I was drawn into every single page, even though I'm reading character lines as a screenplay. It doesn't read like a screenplay. It's very, very well done. This book takes place 19 years in the future, where Harry is officially grown up. He is married to Ginny Weasley. Ronald Weasley and Hermione Granger are married, and they all have children. Harry has 3 children, James Potter, Albus Severus, and Lily Potter. And this book really focuses on the life of Albus Severus, his middle child, the cursed child. There are so many elements that take place in this book that make it a great read, and we follow the life of Albus. We follow how he becomes a Slytherin, This is different because Harry and his whole family were Gryffindors. We've seen that one other time in our magical education when Sirius Black became a Gryffindor despite being a family full of Slytherin. So it is a possibility, but each character has to work out their own trials, their own tribulations, and find a conclusion, find being comfortable with the decisions that they make and the decisions that are made for them in their lives. Harry, we see as an adult, is struggling to be a father and raise his children to do the best that he can because he didn't really have a great example. So we see the trials of Harry as an adult, we see the trials of Albus as a young man growing up, and this book is just a great read. There are plot twists in this book that I cannot tell you unless you read this book. It is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. If you want to be drawn into a quick read, this is one of them. This book reads very well. Like I said, the plot is in depth. It's worthy of the name Harry Potter in every aspect. It is one I would highly, highly, highly recommend that anyone and everyone reads. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child by John Tiffany and Jack Thorne, the newest one in the series. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you all. Have a great night.